About 15 seconds and we go on and let this disclaimer get in here. I see y'all in here deep. It's got y'all. It's like what 2,500 people in here. Hey, hold on. Let these people talk real quick, okay?
You wonder why the hell so many people are trying to tell me to slow down. Seems like motherfuckers should be shutting the hell up and enjoying the show.
Bow-legged Lou on my show so he can do, you know what I'm saying? What's that iconic saying that he said? Y'all better do. I forgot, but I'm gonna get him on the show, okay? He got to record an intro for us. What is going on? It is officially Friday. We got a strong lineup, y'all. I've been on the phone so much today. I am honestly tired of talking. You know, you talk so much, you start talking with spit because you don't talk so much the entire day. But I got to bring y'all this show. I got to bring y'all these exclusive details. I got to tell y'all what's going down. All right? Because, you know, don't nobody know shit like the way I know shit, okay? Right, Wendy? Where's Wendy Williams? Where's Wendy Williams in that? Right, Wendy? Right? Now, we done told all her business, okay? Now, I like how she's going about doing this. I got to tell you, I was starting to lose just a little bit of respect for Wendy, okay? But she has came back strong, and she has proved that she is the GOAT of all of this here shit, okay? I wouldn't even sit here if it wasn't for her, okay? Now, you remember when y'all called me a lie about that Method Man shit? Do you remember that? Y'all say ain't no way Method Man hit that. Yeah, he did, okay? A man don't give a shit about nothing as long as it's got a split and a hole and it's wet, okay? Especially when they on that shit. Now, but Wendy didn't tell y'all about Notorious B.I.G., did she? She didn't say nothing about that. Anybody heard anything about that? Anybody know? No, she didn't tell y'all she hit that, did she? She probably gonna honor the dead on that, okay? And I think we should as well, okay? So shout out to Wendy and her step baby Journey. I also told y'all that too, okay? Y'all keep listening to these haters out here like I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Y'all ass is gonna be on the out and out, okay? And with that being said, we was right down. Hit the wine glass. Who's next? Let's see. We got another update. Sage, let me do Sage the Gemini before, because I know we ain't got his picture. Have you been to Sage the Gemini's Instagram story? If not, you should probably go catch it. I'm sure the Shade Room or the Neighborhood Talk has already put that out, okay, that he's single. He's been single ever since we informed Super Scent that wasn't a relationship. It was, in fact, a tax ship, okay? He needed some taxes. He needed some studio money. And who had that money? Whoopi Goldberg's daughter-in-law. Let me shut up. Shout out to Super Scent. I'm glad that she's taking her power back. I know she don't like my ass, but she does listen to me, okay? She knows that I with her the long way, okay? She knows that I'm looking out for her. And if I wouldn't look out for her, I wouldn't have even told her that the man was out here. You know, he likes to screw in the butt. You know what I'm saying? And he needs somebody to pay his taxes. And so what better way? He gonna eat her until he get all them taxes paid. You know, I'm telling you, he was out here pimping her. She talking about, you know, baby, I love you. You know, love ain't about money. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to the ends of the earth for you. And he taking her ass to Red Lobster. She's used to Ruth Chris. Don't try her like that, okay? She's a millionaire. Don't you try her like that. But see, that's what happens when you desperate for a man. So shout out to Super Scent, okay, for listening to the wine and applying the wine in her life. And you see where it gets you, okay? Not giving motherfucking damn, okay? Who's next? Who we got another update? Oh, Jesus, her face. Madonna wants her face back, Demi Moore. Now, when I saw this, I didn't know what I was looking at. I thought maybe she was bodybuilding for a second, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when white women, you know what I'm saying, when they bodybuild, you know, they get them big chins. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how their chins be like separating like that. You know, black women, they get the big shoulders. White women get the big chins. But she purposely had her chin fat sucked out just so she wouldn't age, okay? Now, I think if you ask me, her and Madonna are seeing the same plastic surgeon, because if you seen Madonna's botched ass, She need to get that back. I know that was probably a free donation. Somebody just said, oh, you know, just because you Madonna, I'm going to give it to you. And I'm sure that's what happened with Demi Moore's face. I'm starting to question if she was, you know, she's really a woman. I'm just saying, okay? If she like it, I love it. I just want y'all to see who the new Demi Moore was. I mean, because if you ask me, I thought Demi Moore was probably one of the most beautiful white women that I ever saw in the movies, okay? She was in shape, but I don't know what this is right here. Maybe there's an upcoming movie role. I think not, but, you know, anything to just not have these wrinkles, okay? Get her ass off the screen. I can't stand to look at her. I can't stand to do it. Don't we have another update around here? Let me see. Before we move on to our next two updates, okay, R. Kelly and Azrael, all right, as well as Megan and Tory, we got some sponsors that we need to brag about. I hope y'all have everything ready, okay? Anything that you do, there's no judgment zone over here, okay? As long as you ain't messing with kids and shit like that, okay? Or taking stuff without their permission. But listen, we got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. Go and get your wine. I know they think I'm pregnant because I ain't drinking.
AdamandEve.com. I'm talking toys, bondage, lingerie, and so much more. Plus, they have 24/7 customer service, so you can order at 3 a.m. if you ain't coming, if you get me, okay? And if something isn't working out, you can send it back within 90 days, no hassle. And if that's not enough, you can also take pleasure in knowing that 20% of their profits goes to help fight the spread of HIV around the world. So go on ahead and log on to AdamandEve.com. Use the code TASHAK for 50% off one item plus free shipping in the U.S. and Canada. Some exclusions apply now, but hurry up and visit AdamandEve.com so they can make you come.
See, I enjoy oral sex, but to be honest, some of my experiences have been not pleasing due to lack of proper vaginal hygiene. I went down on this chick once, and the yoni was so good and fresh. It took me on like a whole nother level of just pleasure. So at that moment, I had to stop and ask, what are you using? And she told me, Embrace Pangea Feminine Wash.
We all know that a fresh yoni brings on a whole new level of confidence, so visit EmbracePangea.com, and of course, I got my winos covered for a discount, so use the coupon code TASHAK for 10% off your first order. Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine.
We're back. Okay, I'm going to try to look at the screen. I'm over here looking at pictures and stuff like that. I apologize about that. Who's next? Who we got? Megan. A Boogie with the hoodie. Oh, he likes to he likes to allow his girlfriend to put used tampons and pads in folks' rental properties and these white people rental properties and stuff. And she flushing the toilet, and they have told him and told her, do not flush your tampons, do not flush your pads, and instead, for 2 years straight, they flushing this shit, okay, along with blunts and probably everything else that they're snorting up their nose, okay? And then what do you know, okay? The shit backs up. He takes one major shit. It backs up and floods the entire upstairs of his house, okay? It's $1 million house that he was renting. And instead of him calling folks to say, hey, you know, because when you rent a property, they service the property, but he was too lazy to do that because he knew that they was going to find out that him and his girlfriend or baby mama was nasty because she was too lazy to take her damn pads, wrap them up in tissue, and take them outside to the trash. Instead, she decided to drop them out and drop them into the toilet, and everything backed up, period, blood, shit, all in these people's properties, and then he just ups and moves and don't even tell the people what had happened. That's some nasty shit, okay? And that's the reason why I'm calling him out. He deserves to be exposed, okay? I should have had his baby mama picture up here too. Moving on. Nasty ass. I know he looking confused. More information, updated information on Azrael Clary. Now, I always wondered why her body movements, why her coronation, why is it that, you know, she has no waistline? You know, why she can't make eye contact, and it's because old girl had a strong coke habit. And when R. Kelly got locked up, the money got a little short. She couldn't buy no coat. So she moved back home with her daddy so that she can have her supplier. He used to sell it too, so I'm sure it was easy. Moving on. Oh, all right. Now, I know you guys got an update involving Megan and Tory. Everything that we've said on that has come into fruition. Everything that we say comes into fruition. And if it doesn't, I will let you know, okay? But they are delaying the case, not because of the inauguration. It's because of lack of evidence. And when your witness walks away and claims that someone shot her in the truck, but yet she gets back in the truck with the gun that shot her, that's a problem. And it's hard to make charges stick, especially when no one is talking and she can't even tell you because she was drunk that night too, okay? And so in that case, Tory is going to be getting off, okay? And they are probably going to be relying on her testimony, although his lawyers are going to try to keep her unverified testimony out, okay? I think Megan needs to let this go. She's winning out here in these streets, okay? And trying to keep Tory back all because he wanted a white woman and not her. That is not fair. That is not fair, okay? I look out for my brothers regardless of their relationship choices. I love them regardless, okay? And everybody makes mistakes, but ain't nobody try to kill that big bitch. Moving on. Moving on. Who's that? Her. My team has asked me to do this for the culture today. How far are we into the live? 10 minutes. Are you serious? I am moving fast. Probably because that T.I. and Tiny Wine is long. Okay. Danny Lee. Danny Lee recently shut down her Twitter and Instagram after she put up a video complimenting her skin tone after the baby's baby mama dissed her, okay? And so instead of her just, chopping it up and ignoring her, she won, okay? You got the leftovers, all right? You ain't got no kids with him. Mimi gets most of his money. I'm sure he probably doesn't give you anything because all of his money is going to Mimi. And so you make your own. She's probably buying everything for him anyway, okay? She strikes me as that type, meaning Danny Lee. About niggas, chains, and cars and stuff. She strikes me as a Cardi B, okay? Regardless of how many women he dicks down, how many STDs he gives her, okay? She will still buy a brand new car because deep inside the self-esteem has never been established, okay? Because they mammies never put it in her. Now, Charlamagne the God said something that was pretty disturbing and said, why can't Danny Lee, sing about her skin color? She's a yellow bone. Brown girls sing about brown girls. Well, let's talk about that. Because you would think someone with an education, because he does have a bachelor's degree, but you can't expect people with educations to be intelligent. All right. And so me not having a standard education, okay, I have life. Life has educated me, okay? Life has educated me to call out motherfuckers like that, that constantly push the narrative of colorism and all that comes with it, okay? And so when it comes to Charlamagne the God comparing the two, that's like comparing the house Negro with the field Negro. They didn't have the same privileges. And brown girls, okay? Especially all the brown girls that he supposedly raped and drugged and took pussy from his entire life, okay? Brown girls, not light-skinned guy, yellow bones, brown girls, okay? That's a problem. You can't compare the two, okay? Because black women are still the least to be respected. And when you push a narrative like this, okay, especially with Danny Lee being so young, okay, it further pushes the narrative that black women and brown women are last, okay? And there's a reason why we're always celebrating our brown skin, our dark skin, our black skin, and there's a reason why yellow bones can't. Okay? It's because they've always been celebrated. They've always been put before us, okay? They've always told us that their men, our men, want them. And what is the other term that they use? They're black when convenient. Mainly only when fucking black men. Okay, and so I know Danny Lee is young. I know she's dumb. I know that, anybody that would just take a man with all that baggage and still helps him to pay his child support, you cannot tell me. I have yet to see the baby buy her a chain. I have yet to see the baby buy her a lace front that looks real, okay? It's disturbing. It's disturbing, and the two are not the same. And if Danny Lee is black by convenience, okay, then she has no right to use colorism in any type of way, especially when you are using colorism to fight for a piece of shit dick. And with that being said, that is all. That is all. That is all. I'm sorry. We got some sponsors that we need to brag about. We got to pay the bills here, which means boldly raise a glass to. Let me take a break.
See, I enjoy oral sex, but to be honest, some of my experiences have been not pleasing due to lack of proper vaginal hygiene. I went down on this chick once, and the yoni was so good and fresh. It took me on like a whole nother level of just pleasure. So at that moment, I had to stop and ask, what are you using? And she told me, embrace Pangea Feminine Wash.
We all know that a fresh yoni brings on a whole new level of confidence, so visit embracepangea.com, and of course, I got my winos covered for a discount, so use the coupon code TASHAK for 10% off your first order. AdamandEve.com. I'm talking toys, bondage, lingerie, and so much more. Plus, they have 24/7 customer service, so you can order at 3 a.m. if you ain't coming, if you get me, okay? And if something isn't working out, you can send it back within 90 days, no hassle. And if that's not enough, you can also take pleasure in knowing that 20% of their profits goes to help fight the spread of HIV around the world. So go on ahead and log on to AdamandEve.com. Use the code TASHAK for 50% off one item plus free shipping in the US and Canada. Some exclusions apply now, but hurry up and visit AdamandEve.com so they can make you come. Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine.
Okay, and we're back, and I was just giving an update that Charlamagne is not educated, so it does make more sense than what it did before, okay? And may I add, too, that, don't get me wrong, I love all shades of women. I think black women as a whole are beautiful, and I think we all should celebrate and not celebrate in order to make another woman feel less than over some piece of shit dick. And I know for a fact that the baby got a few hoes that he's fucking behind the scenes, okay? Now, just because you're light-skinned don't mean you're pretty, okay? Now, when I see these yellow bone hoes constantly trying to make a dark-skinned woman feel bad, it's like, girl, just because you yellow don't make you pretty, okay? I've seen a lot of yellow women that can use a touch-up, all right? I just want to add that to that. Now, who's next on the roster? I hope y'all are hitting the wine glass, your blunt, your wine, everything else. And no, I am not pregnant. I am just trying to make weight, okay? Now, listen. Oh, y'all didn't put J-Lo up here too? Well, she's not a part of the equation, okay? He ain't liking her pictures on Instagram and probably is not sleeping with her. They're probably waiting on the right time to announce their engagement will be called off, okay? So A-Rod is a very, very wealthy and eligible bachelor, okay? He's rich. All right, and J-Lo has had a history of pulling rich men, okay? And I think out of all of them that she's pulled, Puffy, Ben Affleck, A-Rod, her ex-husband, she's only married one, which was her ex-husband, okay, Mark Anthony. And you gotta know, when J-Lo meets somebody, when she wants to get married, she gets married, okay? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But when you're engaged for 3 years, okay, and you're heading up to 10 years like most black women are, especially when they wait for these when they wait for these men to get their lives together, okay? After they go out there and get every which one of them pregnant, okay? Most, not some. I mean, some, not most. And you know they're the down chick. J-Lo is that chick, and she's on her way to being the down chick. And so while she's wasting her life at 50, I mean, don't get me wrong, she's gorgeous. Thank you, Tatu. I think it's time for her to pull the plug before he pulls the plug, because he is currently on Instagram liking, what is this woman's name again? Huh? Madison's all of her pictures. Every last one of them. It's not one picture that he hasn't liked, okay? Now, if you go to J-Lo's page, he ain't liking them that much, okay? And usually wealthy men like this that are engaged for 3 years or more, okay, they do it for status. They do it just, because it's more appealing when you're with someone else, when you're about to be taken off the market, okay? And so it's like a fishing scheme. So he's been fishing, and he caught one, okay? And she gonna wrinkle up faster. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. These white women cuss me out on the line. Anyway, she gonna last about 2 years, okay? After he denounces the engagement from J-Lo, and he'll be back on the market as usual, spending his money on pussy, okay? Moving on. Sorry. Let me stop this because I'm gonna get cussed out. G Herbo. Now listen, I should have brought y'all this months ago, okay? But it just kind of got swept under the rug. Now, there have been rumors about G Herbo snitching, okay, and cheating on his pregnant girlfriend, Tiana. Now, what's her name? Tiana? I don't remember her name. How do you say? I don't know. It's just like Tasha and Tisha. My name's Tasha, Tisha, Tanya. They call me all that in school, okay? Teachers couldn't get my name right with PhDs to save their damn life. But anyway, so his girlfriend's pregnant, and usually that's when these rappers get ghosted, okay? When the girl gets pregnant, she can't do all the moves, she can't take it in the butt, she can't do none of that shit, so they go and replace her. And so I did get a source that came to me a couple months ago about a young girl who was 20 years old. Real skinny girl. She was cute though, but she was skinny as hell though. She was looking for a meal, and she got one. She got a big meal. So she could not get a hotel room that G Herbo and his crew had requested. I hope you're following me here, okay? Am I making sense, Jasmine? Okay, so she couldn't get a hotel room, so somebody was in the hotel with her and was like, it was another girl, okay? I'm not gonna, out her name or nothing like that, but she was just like, I'll get you a hotel room if you give me the money, put it in your name, just make sure that ain't nothing crazy going down in there, okay? Now, do you remember when G Herbo's crew had stabbed somebody else? Well, that went down in the hotel room that the girl was in, that she got in somebody else's name because she was too young to get the hotel room in her name. And when she got the hotel room in her name, her and her other friend had allowed G Herbo and his whole crew to run trains on them and stab somebody at the same damn time. It all went down in the room. I don't know. Maybe somebody got jealous that his dick was bigger than her. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I heard. Moving on. That's what I heard. Not my business. Okay, now, what is this snow roach's name? Chad Wheeler. Very disturbing. I do want us to send prayers to his, to Aaliyah. I'm not even gonna say to his because she's not anything to him. She's a victim. To his girlfriend Aaliyah, we were trying to locate her last name, but I understand why they are leaving her name off of the internet to protect her. But he beat her so bad and choked her unconscious, left her on the bed. I don't know what they were arguing about, but what argument warrants you being choked out to the point where when you look at pictures, when she is transported to the hospital, she looks like a dead corpse, okay? And he goes in the room and eats dinner like nothing happened and comes back and says, oh, you're alive, okay? And it was by the grace of God that that woman is still here. And I do want to say this. Now, I know a lot of people are outraged, and they should be, okay? He is a football player. He has released a statement, and everybody's feeling sorry for him. Oh, my God, he has CTE. Oh, my God, he didn't mean to do it. No. Just like Aaron Hernandez was charged for killing somebody due to his CTE, and it wasn't the first time that Aaron Hernandez was caught up, okay? And acting out and violently towards people, and it led to him killing someone. And just like this situation has done it, if I was Aaliyah, I hope Aaliyah has a team of attorneys to sue the living shit out of the NFL, okay? They are creating these fucking monsters. This is the reason why I never dated athletes. I can't fucking do it. I can't. They're dumb, and it's not by choice, okay? It's not by choice. It's because of all the impact, okay, that CTE does on the brain. Now, I will put his ass under the jail. He ain't getting out because his rationalization is gone. His ability to think right from wrong is gone. And I'm telling you, if Aaliyah lawyers up big enough and don't settles out of court, okay, I would sue the NFL. I would sue the team that he played for. I would sue every motherfucking body involved, okay, to the point where even if they what is that if they even noticed a sign of a player having CTE, they asses would act very, very promptly, okay? Now, I just want us to pray for her, and I hope that she doesn't take the bait. I'm sure they're trying to slide her a check. I wouldn't take it, okay? I would allow my lawyers to figure that out. His ass don't deserve to get out. Now, he probably sitting out on bail right now because he's a white man. Let me move. What's that other guy name that did that, Jasmine? And his ass, oh, they wanted his ass under the jail. What is his name? Ray Rice, okay? When Ray Rice beat that girl, oh, they tried to kill him. Wasn't no statement gonna save his career at all. No, same energy and more. Who's next? Let me see. I can't even see the damn screen. Okay, now, I know y'all love Nick, okay? And I love Nick too, but today, what'd you say? Okay, Jasmine was signaling me to do something. I was like, huh, what'd you say? Okay, I've got some disturbing news about Nick, and I'm very, very upset with him. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. But when you constantly pander to black people, when you constantly lie for clout, when you come out after a man was killed to pick up the work that he was doing, and you tell the people that were following the very work that he was doing that you're going to come through and you're going to make all well. I'm talking about the Dr. Sabi interview, okay? This is personal for me, okay? This is personal. And when you lie and say, oh my God, it's coming out, when you get his entire family to participate in a documentary, when everybody works for free to produce this documentary because they're doing it for the cause. And when you get reprimanded by the Jews for speaking on shit that you don't know nothing about, okay? And I get it. You lose everything that you work for. So what do? You give black people back their shit. You don't want nothing to do with black people at all, okay? On the outside, you are a black man. On the inside, you are a coon. Now I get it. You got children involved. You got people you got to pay. But when this documentary was produced for free, yeah, you have flights. Yeah, you flew here, but the editing, all that shit was for free. And you refused to put out the documentary because you are trying to figure out how you are going to get your money back. You said that you wanted the documentary to go in theaters. When has a documentary ever been successful in a theater? Okay, documentaries are successful in the film festivals and things like that, on YouTube, on Netflix, on Hulu, on a black network, on Lifetime. Who knows? Make a deal, okay? All you spent was flights. That's it. Hotels, okay? Honduras is not that expensive, okay? All of his family spoke for free. And he's giving every excuse as to why the documentary is not coming out. But the real excuse as to why it's not coming out is because he just got his talk show back. And they told him, if you say anything that's got to do with any black power shit, you will lose everything. That's what they told him. That's what they told him. And so as a result, not only does Nipsey Hussle's legacy go unknown, but so does Dr. Sebi. Why would you put Dr. Sebi in a movie theater and Dr. Sebi was known to the alternative world on YouTube? That's where you found his ass. That's where you found him. So why take him to a theater when nobody knows? You go to theaters when people know who you are. Nobody's just going to go and see a man that they've never known, okay? Now, one day he will get there. His work will be celebrated. But for you to do this and use the family and have them film hours and hours of footage only to be scared, to be a punk ass and not drop it, I have no fucking respect for you. I don't. I'm tired of these fake ass hotep niggas. I'm sorry. I'm tired. I'm tired of you pandering to black audiences and sleeping with white women. I'm tired of you telling us how black women should act, and yet you make babies with this woman. Now, who you love is who you love. What you want to do is what you want to do, but for you to not want to put that documentary out because you're trying to figure out how you're going to get your money back, and all you got to do is open up a membership on YouTube, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And I guarantee you, we probably won't even see it. And because of all the time that was wasted from the family, we won't know. They probably won't do it again. Because if you got somebody like a celebrity like Nick Cannon willing to push all their work under the rug, why would they trust anyone else with this man's legacy? Do we got a commercial break? Mm-hmm. We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to.
Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine. AdamandEve.com. I'm talking toys, bondage, lingerie, and so much more. Plus, they have 24/7 customer service, so you can order at 3 a.m. if you ain't coming, if you get me, okay? And if something isn't working out, you can send it back within 90 days, no hassle. And if that's not enough, you can also take pleasure in knowing that 20% of their profits goes to help fight the spread of HIV around the world. So go on ahead and log on to AdamandEve.com. Use the code TASHAK for 50% off one item plus free shipping in the U.S. and Canada. Some exclusions apply now, but hurry up and visit AdamandEve.com so they can make you come.
See, I enjoy oral sex, but to be honest, some of my experiences have been not pleasing due to lack of proper vaginal hygiene. I went down on this chick once, and the yoni was so good and fresh. It took me on like a whole nother level of just pleasure. So at that moment, I had to stop and ask, what are you using? And she told me, Embrace Pangea Feminine Wash.
We all know that a fresh yoni brings on a whole new level of confidence, so visit EmbracePangea.com, and of course, I got my winos covered for a discount, so use the coupon code TASHAK for 10% off your first order.
And we're back, all right? In support of Raz B, I have been talking to some people who were very, very close to Chris Stokes. And what they said is very disturbing. Now, with or without Raz B's support, because I know that, I ain't even going to say his name. I ain't going to do that. No clout here today. I know that another so-called boring ass, lazy ass, okay, will suck anybody's dick to make it to the top blogger, has told him anything. But as soon as he got that cease and desist from Chris Stokes, now he has left this man out to dry, okay, and won't release his story at all, okay, because they are pandering to black audiences, okay, but they are moved by white executives, okay, or anybody that threatens to sue them for anything, okay. They're not about that life, okay. Now, And so what was told to me was very disturbing involving Chris Stokes. And quote words was, he fucked those boys every which way. So did Marcus Houston. And Marcus Houston was a victim, but when you still have a close relationship with your molester, with your predator, that's a problem. And then your DL sleeping with underage women, okay? I'm talking to you, Marcus Houston. Because you know damn well they're too young to know what in the hell you was really about, okay? Because an older woman with some age that's around your age will know whether or not you like dick or not. Now, and little boys, okay? A young girl that's a Jehovah's Witness ain't gonna ask no questions. She's taught by the Lord to submit to her husband, and whatever you do, she's supposed to follow you, and that's exactly what her dumb, uneducated ass is doing, okay? Now, I am going to be putting together something with or without Raz B. I've reached out to him, but you know, the other lazy ass blogger that has no intention on putting anything out has got him strung along. I will tell this story very fairly. Okay, and being that there are recordings on YouTube of Chris Stokes saying that I don't do that no more. That's not me. I'm sorry I did that to you, but I don't do that no more. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem, okay? And although Raspy was victimized, I do believe, okay? His story hasn't changed. Yes, he did retract once. That is because he probably couldn't afford to fight Chris Stokes and his team in court, okay? And so they paid him, and they thought it would keep him quiet, but it didn't. But it would be a problem for me if the person that violated me and took everything from me on the inside and outside and controlled me like that continues to make deals with networks, and networks continue to give him money, and then you're like sitting back watching this broke and everything. I would probably say something too. I would blast your ass out too. And that's what's happening. So you may not do that no more, Chris Stokes. You may not be gay no more, but we still gonna put that shit out, okay? On behalf of everybody that you touched. Now, if they want to be a part of what I'm putting together, they can, but don't no lawyer stop shit over here. And the winos know that, okay? We are about that life. Who's next? Why y'all got him pointing at me like that? No. Jimmy Smacks. Did y'all see the video on Twitter? We gotta call him. If you see the video, you know exactly what I'm about to say, okay? No Teeth Jimmy is what we're gonna call him. Did you see the video, Jasmine? The video is on Twitter. If you hashtag Jimmy Smacks on Twitter, okay, this is Cardi B's ex. I wonder how she feel knowing that. Girl, he had boyfriends too. Trina, he had boyfriends too. I mean, Bianca Bonnie. Oh, Jesus. This man been sleeping with men for years. Okay, I should have known that anyway, especially when you constantly sleep with unique people for views. It's because your taste for women has gone down, so you constantly move on to the next thing. Because it's like a heroin hit, okay? You get hit one time, you ain't never gonna find that high again, so you constantly try other things. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. It's called a gateway. And so when I saw a disturbing video of him, okay, first of all, he's denied being gay for years, cursed out people, called them liars, lied to women, and the entire time he was DL, which I got a problem with, okay? Not with him sleeping with Cardi and being DL, but anybody else, I have a problem with that. But when the transgender, no, it wasn't even a transgender, it was a man. It was a female, he had a high top fade like me. Put out the video. See, here's the issue that I have. See, Jimmy Smacks got y'all thinking that, oh, he released the video because he wanted y'all to know, and he got paid $150,000 to almost $1 million to do a video. Not with that type of first of all, the what do you call that shit? the quality of the video, you could barely see, okay? So nobody paid you $150,000 to do that. You did that shit for free in your spare time because that's what you love to do. And two, you didn't even know that you were being recorded. And so to get in front of the narrative, you decided to drop it yourself, okay? And one of your best friends, Justin Combs, called to tell you that he no longer wants to associate with you, although y'all do take trips together to Hawaii, just you and the boys, to Pleasure Island, okay? And y'all don't put up no pictures. Diddy taught his son well. But anyway, he learned from the best, might I add, okay? But when the video is threatened to be released, of course, you get in front of it. You want to let everybody know, every woman that you've lied to, every woman that you've cheated on with men, that you did this for money, and this was the first time, not with that deep throat action, it wasn't, okay? If you would have saw his throat action, he should have been in that song, the music video, Throw Baby. Throw Baby, for real. Because I'm telling you, that man was like, no teeth, Jimmy. I wanted to take lessons from Jimmy. Jimmy took it all down the throat with no teeth. He hit his teeth. Now, that ain't your first time. Don't you lie to these people talking about that's your first time. That is a whole lot. That is years and years and years of experience. And the only person that I'm glad that you exposed to it is Cardi B. This ain't the first time either. Anyway, Jimmy smacks, but his new name is going to be No Teeth Jimmy. Once you see the video, y'all going to be tagging me on Twitter talking about Tasha, we saw No Teeth Jimmy. No Teeth Jimmy. No Teeth Jimmy. He's like, oh. I'm done. Okay, T.I. and Tiny. All right. Now listen, they've been trying to defame our blog for a long time, but God said no. I told you God appointed Jesus, then me. Okay, to add all these motherfuckers. And I know people talk about, oh, we're going to look into your life. Child, y'all can look into my life. Panama City, you interview who you want to interview, okay? And I guarantee you, you are going to be more entertained by my family than me, because I need to get ass as a reality show. But anyway, okay? Go ahead. Panama City, Florida, anybody with the last name McNeil, Howard, or Mitchell, okay? Go ahead and sit down with us. Anyway. So... 2 years, it wasn't even 2 years ago, it was my first show after I had Lamine. And I had received information by numerous girls that there was a party in LA, and I saw the invite, okay? The invite was sent to me, and the invite stated that the girls must agree to take Molly. I don't know if you remember that video. And the video did exceptionally well. I think it got up to like 600,000 views. And T.I. and Tidy had the video struck down. See, I was coming back and I forgot to put protocol in place. And I forgot to edit out the address where the orgy took place. Okay? And so I know that was very disturbing. You know, your kids look up and they're watching Unwind with Tasha K, and they see an address where their parents had orgies with women and they drugged them, okay? And so, it went under the rug. But then the other day, shit hit the fan. Now, am I glad that all of this is coming out? Yes, because I've always known. Anybody that's a day one wino knows that I've always been on T.I. and Tiny's ass. And Tiny will do anything, including butchering her own body, okay, to make her blackness just stay a little bit longer. Because, you know, I'm sorry, you know, I love my Caucasian people, but them jeans be kicking in real fast, okay? And her ass is wrinkled. She getting them Botox shots to keep her eyes from wrinkling, okay? Changing the color of her eyes. You know, she's done everything in her power to keep T.I. And all he does after putting her life at risk is buy her used cars, okay? Every year, about 3 times a year. Now, Sabrina, let's talk about Sabrina Peterson, okay? The woman who has been posting stories to her Instagram. Her and I spoke yesterday. Actually, we've been talking for 3 days. And I got to tell you, I am very, very extremely upset with her actions because, first of all, she's mad that she never made it. She's mad that Tiny's best friend, Shekinah Joe, was chosen. Okay? Sabrina has a past. Sabrina is a felon. Sabrina loves to fight. Sabrina loves to try to cut people. Okay? But as soon as Sabrina doesn't get away, Sabrina is doing things to people that she literally, it's like you can't tell nobody shit about their life if your shit is not in order. Okay. And that's why T.I. and Tiny were able to discredit her from the door. As I told her, I said, listen, because she was contacted by a very, very prominent celebrity on my behalf, telling her that Tasha K needs to handle this. She wants a check. She wants her moment. She never made it. Shekinah did. She never made it. So instead, she's taking these girls' stories from the DM and posting them to her IG story and deleting them after she finds out that she may have been taking fake stories. And I'm like, Sabrina, how do you go from saying that a man pulled a gun to your head, which I believe he did, because this is not the first time that she said this. She said this to a few big name celebrities over the years. But the point is, you continue to be friends with them. You continue to allow your kids to be babysat by them. And you continue to have threesomes with them. Now, what you saw on Instagram with Shekinah Joe was real. Me and Shekinah spoke today for a long time, and she was crying. She said, Tasha, I ain't never did no damn threesomes. I ain't never did no goddamn threesome. I don't know what the hell they talking about. I said, you need to calm down. Calm down, okay? I'm only here for the facts. And how the fuck you talking about you gonna do a documentary? Them my people. Them people ain't never did no shit like this. I said, Shekinah. Now, you know and I know what T.I. and Tiny do, okay? But they ain't never did no threesomes with me. That's why Tiny don't never talk to me about that shit, because she know I don't fucking get down with that. I can't watch my man fuck another bitch. Now, before T.I. and Tiny released their statement saying that they adamantly deny all allegations and they are taking them serious, they asked Shekinah, now Shekinah would not admit this, to get on record after she called out Sabrina for having threesomes with T.I. and Tiny and recruiting some of the women over the years. They've asked Shekinah to retract that statement. So it makes Sabrina look good, but really when she came out and said on video that why Sabrina didn't tell y'all she fucked T.I., why she didn't tell y'all that she ate Tiny pussy, why she didn't tell y'all that she brought girls, okay? And when Shekinah retracted that, she retracted that because she implicated both of her best friends who put her on and gave her a very lucrative career. She basically told the world everything that Sabrina was trying to drive and everything that I've been telling y'all for 2 years. So what does she do? She gets online and says, I don't know that to be true. I shouldn't have said that. I was emotional. I love, I don't know Sabrina like that, but I don't like Sabrina. She evil. Because, Sabrina Peterson and Shekinah Joe have a long history, okay? Sabrina has always threatened Shekinah. Shekinah's really not that about that life. She has a lot of mouth, but she's not a fighter, okay? And Sabrina has always threatened Shekinah, and Shekinah has taken steps to ensure that she was safe, that the girl could not come near her. I think Shekinah, the only thing that she admitted to me that she's ever done was whoop Bernice Burgos' ass for fucking T.I. without Tiny. You didn't hear that, did you? Yeah, that was the only reason she whooped her ass. Not because she was fucking T.I., because she was fucking T.I. without Tiny. And Tiny don't like that because Tiny is very jealous, very insecure, okay? And will do anything, including giving her own life to keep nappy dick T.I. Now, T.I. has been posting some I guess, receipts, as you would call them, to debunk a lot of what Sabrina has posted. And what I told Sabrina was, I said, listen, no one is going to believe you. If they have videos of you letting your son call T.I. uncle just in November of last year, what changed from November to now? Clout. No clout. 2021 and 2020 has taken a toll on a lot of people financially, okay? And the fact that she's never been a part of the show, she's never been asked to do anything in the limelight, she's had to get it on her own, being a felon, that has been very hard for her. And what I told her was that her spitefulness is going to kill any credibility that any girl that is coming to her, whether anonymous, okay, or not being anonymous, is going to kill the entire narrative. So if, in fact, there is some truth, which there is, to a lot of the stories that she's posting, she's only doing it out of spite. She doesn't give a fuck about those girls. She doesn't give a fuck about whether or not they've been fucked or drugged. Now, here's the issue. T.I. and Tiny do have the right to fuck who they want to fuck. They do have the right to get consent. And they do have the right to ask the girls to take Molly, but what you do not have the right to do is do things to people when they're not able to consent because they're out of it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Sex workers have rights too. And just because you are a prostitute, just because you sell sex, everybody has a story, does not give a person the right to torture you while you're out of it. So if I'm taking a Molly pill, because you know they did this to Black China too. You know, Rob Kardashian told that. T.I. told the fuck up. Told him to shut. I mean, he shut the fuck up. But if someone is consenting to doing drugs, that's fine. But when it comes a time to where the drugs have taken over, and then you give the girls crushed up Molly pills in their drink to really put them out, that's rape. That's the problem. You understand what I'm saying? And so, yes, you can say, oh my God, they were sex workers. Oh my God, they consented. But how can you consent if you're not awake or able to consent? There may be things you can have sex right now with your partner, okay? You agree, okay? We do it in the butt. But it may come a time where you want them to pull it out, right? But because you're out, because the drugs got you comatose, you can't say that. You can't even tell if this person screwed you or this person. It could have been 8 people. That's the problem. And so girls have been coming to me about them for years, and they are ashamed because they are sex workers. They are strippers, but you can only consent to a certain extent. Okay? And so Sabrina has made a mockery of this. She has allowed her spitefulness and her hatefulness to get in the way of really helping victims, especially when you took women to them. That implicates your dumb ass as well. And Shekinah, I know they put you on the map. I know they gave you a career. I know you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, okay? But when you made that video was the truth. You knew that Sabrina was taking them girls. You knew that Sabrina was helping Tiny to administer Molly so that her husband can fuck the bitches that she approves of, okay, in front of her so that she can size them up. That's the only reason she allowed that. It's not because she likes to eat pussy. And let me tell you, there is a video out there of T.I. and Tiny in a yacht. T.I., everybody in there had Molly. Everybody in there was stripped butt naked. T.I. took his nappy dick out of his damn boxers. Not once in that video did he look over at Tiny. Not once. He had 5 women in front of him. He didn't look once at that wrinkled bitch. Because he don't like her. And this is a weak bitch here. This is a weak bitch. A bitch that will do anything. A bitch that will sell her own motherfucking daughter for a man. This is what we're seeing here. And so listen, they may have one up on this, but I also have victims whose stories check out because T.I. and Tiny was sloppy. They sent text messages. Okay? There's constant contact between the two. If they can prove that they were victimized, You best believe I'm gonna put that motherfucking shit out, okay? And Sabrina needs to stand the fuck down, because how is it that you're going to advocate for these women and your comments is off? Nobody can join your live. If you in it, you in it. You don't worry about what people got to say. You don't worry about them calling you a liar. And what I told her when I talked to her was, you are fucking up your case. And if this is true, that you took girls to them, there's nothing you can motherfucking say about them, because you are them. And you've been doing this for years. And you're mad. And you're fucking done. I'm done. We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to, and I'll be back to answer your questions.
AdamandEve.com. I'm talking toys, bondage, lingerie, and so much more. Plus, they have 24/7 customer service, so you can order at 3 a.m. if you ain't coming, if you get me, okay? And if something isn't working out, you can send it back within 90 days, no hassle. And if that's not enough, you can also take pleasure in knowing that 20% of their profits goes to help fight the spread of HIV around the world. So go on ahead and log on to AdamandEve.com. Use the code Tasha K for 50% off one item plus free shipping in the US and Canada. Some exclusions apply now, but hurry up and visit AdamandEve.com so they can make you come.
See, I enjoy oral sex, but to be honest, some of my experiences have been not pleasing due to lack of proper vaginal hygiene. I went down on this shit once, and the yoni was so good and fresh. It took me on like a whole nother level of just pleasure. So at that moment, I had to stop and ask, what are you using? And she told me, Embrace Pangea Feminine Wash.
We all know that a fresh yoni brings on a whole new level of confidence, so visit EmbracePangea.com, and of course, I got my winos covered for a discount, so use the coupon code TASHAK for 10% off your first order. Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine.
Now, if you have been victimized by T.I. and Tiny, and you know a victim, if you know somebody has been victimized by T.I. and Tiny, please allow them to email me, unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. And I know most of them probably won't remember that shit, but they know I took the Molly. That's the last thing I remember. Please feel free to contact me. We will handle your story with care, okay? And we will make sure that it gets out. I'm not scared of their asses. I don't give a fuck, okay? Because ain't nobody gonna come out with allegations on me like this, and all I'm gonna do is post screenshots from another blog, okay, that's doctored. Now, go ahead and put your questions in the comments. I see y'all in his 16,000 deep. If you donated, I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so, so much. Let me see. I mean, every time Tiny is embarrassed in public, it is at the hands of her husband. Doggone, this is too much. Okay, let me see. These biracial women do anything for black meat. Danny, she talking about yellow bone, whatever. Tiny out here sleeping with women and everything else, but she been doing the women before T.I. expeditions. Oh my God. Oh, I forgot about the Monica and C Myrtle. Listen, we're talking about bringing another live on Sunday or Tuesday. Okay, I will let you know when we will have that wine ready. Tasha, can you do a compilation of the wine you told us that's coming to the light for years? That's a good idea, Shay. Everything that has come into fruition that I talked about that people say, oh my gosh, she lied about. They said do a compilation video of everything that came to light. Yeah, I can't even say the damn word. T.I. and Tiny, Rashida and Kirk, Black China and T.I. Phaedra, Shamia. Oh, Lord. There was a story 10 years ago. They held a stripper hostage for a week. Okay. Tiny sleeps with women because she wants to. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest with you now. This ain't to make a joke or anything, but you would have to give me Molly to eat that bitch's pussy. You would have to give me something to eat Tiny's pussy. I'm telling you, if you look at that video where they were at the yacht, T.I. didn't look at her one time. He did not. When you first, he didn't look at her one time. Not one time did he look over there, okay? And the other girl, she was rubbing on the girl's leg. Tiny was like, yeah, rubbing on the girl's leg. The girl was like, you could tell on her face, she was like, help me. I'm telling you, ain't no way. You would have to give me, I would have to be under some type of state to eat that bitch's pussy. I'm telling you. Especially with all them damn STDs she done subjected herself to, because she allows T.I. to sleep with whomever he wants to and when he wants to. Well, she don't allow him to do shit. He does it anyway. I'm done. Let me see. Please, guys, do not forget to order your olive leaf, okay? Please don't forget to order your Pangea wash as well as your Adam and Eve products, okay? To keep your sex life going and good. Let me see. No, she didn't say she sold her daughter. No, I said they would sell their daughter, okay? And when T.I. announced that his daughter was a virgin to the world, what do you think that was? I mean, my husband would never, ever announce his daughter's sexuality to or what she does within her sex life to the world. What type of shit is that? Okay, y'all should listen, reach out to Raspy. I know that other blogger got his ass, brainwashed right now saying he gonna help him. He has no intentions of putting anything out because his ass can't afford to fight no motherfucking lawsuits, okay? And he can't afford to lose no friends in the industry. Now, let me see. No, my nose is itching. Every time I come into my studio, my nose starts to itch. I don't do cocaine, okay? And if y'all want me to take a live drug test on air, I will. Matter of fact, shit, don't I have them upstairs? Shit, somebody gave me some. I do have some drug tests upstairs. Sure do. Meth, it'll test me for everything. I don't do that shit. The only thing I do, that's it. Let me see. This is the only room. Okay. Now we gotta go. Thank you so much to the moderators. Miss Danielle, Mary Love, Diva Den, Peaches Royale, Wendy Lee, No Frauds Media, Tasha Talks Truth, Vaulty Me, LPS Monster Mary, Miss Blue. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for all of the donations. Please do not forget to order your olive leaf, okay? If you suffer from lupus, high blood pressure, diabetes, I do know the Australians are using it heavy just so they won't have to take their insulin because it helps to regulate, your blood sugar and stuff like that. Of course, antiviral. I have to state that. I don't want, the NIH coming after me at the White House because I'm pushing a narrative, but I have been free of any viruses, okay? Let me see, the entire family, and we've been around people with the virus. Let me see, Pangea wash, of course, if you it's all organic, herb, vegan, okay? I got to get the hell out of this room because my nose is starting to itch. I got somebody coming to test the house to make sure there's no mold and stuff in the air, which I'm sure it is. That's the reason why I have allergy attacks down here. And, yeah. Please, guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, subscribe. If you have tips on your favorite celebrities, please feel free to send me an email via unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. Guys, if you want your question, if you have a question for me that you want me to answer on air and keep you anonymous, please feel free to send me an email via unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. If you want to market on my platform, please feel free to send an email via marketing@unwinewithtashak@gmail.com. Thank you to Jasmine. Thank you to Chelsea. Thank you to Nicole. You can follow all of them below. And if you cannot get in contact with me, please feel free to hit any of these ladies in the DM. Follow them as well because they do other things outside of the show. And what else did I forget? Don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon for exclusive wine, okay? I was going to go live on my Patreon tonight, but I'm gonna have to go take some Benadryl, it looks like. We'll see. But I will be on Patreon Sunday for sure. We got some motherfucking wine for that ass. And if you didn't like this video, you can still subscribe anyway, just so you can cuss the queen of wine out. Now we gotta go. Bye.